of the Department of Safety right here in NIWA. Of course, have made it possible to be here today in this World Day of Safety and Health at Work. Let me recognize also some distinguished guests right here. We want to recognize Amara Ezekiel, DPSROMOC, Ministry of Transportation. You're welcome. We also want to recognize Blessing Oko, Credit Direct, Abuja. If you are here, please give me a wiper. If you are here, give me a wiper. Thank you very much. We also want to recognize Naked Chris. Naked Chris is of Radio Kogi. Thank you very much. You're welcome. We also want to recognize David Joseph of NSCDC. You're welcome. Here, just give me a wiper. It's a way of recognizing and knowing ourselves. I also want to recognize Hussein Salihu of EcoSave. Yes, EcoSave, you are here. Give me a wiper. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Kabiru Bello of EcoSave, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Also want to welcome back to Sunan Shaban. If you are here, please, I'm very sorry. Video this this is live. I also want to recognize Ahmed Abu. All right, Ahmed Abu is the Ministry of Transport. Okay. You're welcome. Abdullah Balan Yusuf. This man, this is a big man. Shaman, maritime workers.
It's mean to you from
thank you very
just
much.
unplug it. But the battery does not last longer. Okay. But things about something. Okay.
Julius Anya is the Chief Engineer Nazri. Bless you, thank you. I can see you out there. Ladies and gentlemen, in no distance time, we'll commence the activities today, and I believe most of us have the programs with us. If you have your programs, please just wave it. If you don't have, so that we'll signal for the programs that we're giving to you. Thank you very much. As the name comes, we're rolling down, and like I said, it's the 2026 World Day of Safety, and of course, of this year World Day of Safety and Health at Work is let's ensure a healthy social working environment, ensuring that our environment is very safe for us to work. And we'll be getting a lot today because from what I'm seeing right here, we have 2 lectures. We have one that has a theme beyond life jacket, hidden psychosocial risk threatening waterway safety in Nigeria. And of course, my NIWA state officer talking about engineer Ife Encom. We have another one. The first one is managing stress in the workplace by EcoSafe calls on Nigeria Limited. We're going to be talking on managing stress in the workplace, because we know what we are passing through in Nigeria now. A lot of stress. People are passing through stress. No wonder some people in my own jurisdiction are making people laugh most of the time. I think when you is part of making you free yourself from stress, and so I believe when we'll be talking about releasing stress, there's no way we cannot ship in the human marshals that are doing in this social space. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to thank you very much for coming. And I want to invite favorite DJ to give us some live music while I go get the information. Thank you very much.
Yeah, taking my. No, I'm sitting there. Hold on. I'm don't worry. I'm sitting there. They say I should video.
Alright, thank you very much, DJ, Leroy, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Happy to inform you that we will soon kickstart the event today. And so we will when it comes, please make sure that you rise and you come and cross. And then we kickstart the event properly. Like I said, we are privileged to be witnessing this year World Day for Safety and Health at Work. And of course, it's packaged, put together courtesy from the Safety Department of National Inland Waterways Authority, and we are blessed to be part of it this year. And I want to also thank each and every one of us for coming very early. Because I also want to give kudos to Engineer Titus Adoga with the Engineering Course and Environment, who was department we are also present here. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I think it is high time we welcome to the high tables some of our guests right here. So permit me, if I start in any order, but then let me quickly invite to the high table. Please, can we have our ushers here? If we have ushers, please let me get them all right here. Someone that will ask please, let's invite to the high table Engineer, our own Engineer Titus Adoga, pause and to the high table. Thank you very much. We also want to invite all our kids that have
Not yet. Who is that? This guy. Where is your own? I gave it to somebody. And
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. So, my table is representative of SCBC, that is the commandant, SC, talking about the water project. Then, Omar Hanashi representing the state commandant, NSCBC. Thank you very much. Also want to welcome to the high table. The state coordinator and high president, talking about Dr.
I'm bringing another one.
Michael on the
I'm bringing another one.
high table. Thank you very much.
I'll get
Dr. Michael of the please. Thank you. Thank you very much. As I invite to the table, representative of
Okay, so
maybe wait there. There's no network.
why are you not putting on the car? Okay.
on now. Give me one.
Thank you very much, DJ, favorite and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. All right, for that has time, we need to take it very seriously. We know that time is part of safety, and that is why we are here to talking about safety today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me welcome you again to this year and held at work. And I want to thank God Almighty to be present here and witness this day. Without wasting time, we cannot underestimate the efficacy in us. And so for being part of this event today, I think giving thanks to God Almighty. And with this time, we go straight to the top stanza of the national anthem. Please may we rise for the opening prayer. It's our prayer, our glory prayer. Oh, thank you. Sorry, thank you. Very sorry for that break. I've got the information that we sit down, still waiting for the end. Please, sorry. Please, let's sit down. Thank you very much. Please let me again apologize for that big and that hitch. Please, I want to beg you and take responsibility of what happened. Thank you. We're expecting the ND, and when the ND comes, immediately we'll kickstart this program. Thank you very much. I want to recognize the presence of Julius Aya, the chief engineer, is representing NASRI. Please, Julius Aya, thank you very much for representing NASRI. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Like I said earlier, some things they happen like this. Things happen like this sometimes. And when it happens like this, we just take it cool, we can, because things will work out on its own well. We continue with what we are doing and believing that even as we come here today, is as a result of getting ourselves acquainted with safety tips to live our life well. Like I said, loosening up yourself and believing that when you are free, it will work out fine for you. But when you squeeze yourself together, especially when you are not laughing, it's not safe. And things bad. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. DJ, I think we've gotten the approval that we should start now. And we cannot do anything without prayer. So let's rise up now. Let's pray to the Almighty God as we go straight to the third stanza of the national anthem. DJ, you can help us, third stanza of the national. Let's rise up now, please. We cannot underestimate the efficacy of prayer. We start with prayer and we're going to end with prayer. DJ. Oh God of creation, and gives our one day. Amen. Please let's have our seat. Thank you very much. Without wasting time, we are here today to be part of 1 day of safety and health at work. And we cannot continue this program without having tips on how to stay safe. And helping us doing that, no other person than our own in the safety department of NIWA. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I invite Mr. Okon Etin Okon for the safety team. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before the formal opening address by our acting managing director, since time have far thanks, we want to go straight to item number 3 on the program, which is safety tips as we are here gathered. We are a safety organization, we are safety compliant, and whatever we do, safety is key. It is said that safety first, safety always. So as you are here gathered, we are not praying for emergency, any calamity, but as the usual safety guidelines, and this all most here. Let's hold.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's rise for our August visitor in the month of April. Thank you very much, sir. Announcing the arrival of the acting MD NIWA, Alhaji Umar Yusuf Gire. Sir, you're welcome. He's been doing a lot of work for us right here in NIWA here. Yes, I can see. He's complying. Thank you. A round of applause for our acting MD. You see, just good. Comply with what is happening right here today. Sir, you're welcome. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we've done the prayer and of course introduction, and of course what we are about doing now is having tips on safety. Our own man talking about Okon will be helping us for the safety tips. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon once again. Welcome our managing director and the team of general managers. We are on item number 3, safety tips. As we always say, safety first, safety always. Safety is key. So as we are here, we are not researching any emergency, any danger, but as usual safety guideline, we want to take care of anything that may cause any eventuality, or perhaps there is any need for us to help ourselves, we should not pray for. We have exit doors set. The front, the one at the rear, even the front doors are open. We also have a temporary muster point as our car park there. If there's any eventuality, to do is to find yourself there and look at yourself. Whoever we don't see around there, we now begin to look for the person. That's the purpose of safety station or safety point in the organization. For the convenience, we want to assure that our facilities are very much in order. Through this door here behind there, we have 2 restrooms, one for female side here. There is outer safety, both physical and emotional safety. You have any need to restroom, there is availability of such. By way of morals, we're not really going to, we spent a lot of time, we are going to be snappy about it, we are happy our MD is here. So shade free, we are not going to stress you further, because our core theme today is managing stress, which is part of the occupational safety. So we are highly welcome. Thank you for listening to the safety team and complying with it. God bless us all.
Please, a round of applause for Mr. Okon, Team Okon again. A round of applause for him. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, sir, sir, I want to thank you very much for coming. Of course, before you came, we started with production, and I also want to let you know that present with us right here are stakeholders in the safety environment. And we also have members of the armed forces. We are also here talking about the representative of LNS Lugard is right here. We also have some people that are going to give us good lectures right here today. So MP, we want to thank you very much for the good way right here in your wasting time. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's commence now as we go straight to the program proper. And it's time we go to the opening by our acting MD. Sir, the mic will be coming to you for the opening address. A round of applause, please.
Yes. Managers here present. It gives me immense pleasure to address this occasion of World Safety Day 2026 edition. Today, as we observe the World Day for Safety and Health at Work, I address you not only as colleague, but as custodian of this authority, most valuable asset, the people. As men and women in charge of our fellow men and women, our commitment to safety must extend beyond physical equipment to the psychosocial conditions under which we work. The mental well-being, emotional stability, and social support available to each officer directly determine whether NIWA merely functions or truly excel. When our staff are supported, our operations on Nigerian waterways become safer, more efficient, and more resilient. Dear colleagues, as general managers and staff, you understand the pressure unique to NIWA better than anyone else. Our field officers work long hours in isolation. Our surveyors and marine officers across our operational bases face verbal abuse and threats while enforcing the law. Our administrative and operational staff manage distress calls and emergency coordination with little respite. These realities create psychosocial strain that, if not addressed, leads to fatigue, conflict, and avoidable errors. It is our collective duty to change that. However, in order to improve our working environment within available resources, the management has prioritized the provision of new offices and rehabilitation of homes at the headquarters and selected area offices. In 2025, facilities at the headquarters here in Lokoja, Abuja, and few others were upgraded. We have provided a well-equipped staff clinic and ensure access to potable water and proper sanitation as well. Consequently, I urge general managers to continue to maintain the facilities that have been provided by management to make our working life more enjoyable. Please remember, a dignified workplace is the first step to a healthy workforce. Ladies and gentlemen, on psychosocial support, the NIWA Staff Wellness Desk established recently has continued to provide confidential counseling, stress management sessions, and peer support structures to staff in need. Through our partnership with relevant sister organizations such as Federal Medical Center Lokoja, periodic mental health talks are being organized to the benefit of the staff. I commend the GMs who have encouraged their staff to utilize these services. I further that advisors and unit heads to be vigilant in identifying signs of burnout or distress among staff, and to respond with support, not sanction. Also, training has been realigned to reflect this priority. Beyond technical competence, all categories of staff have enjoyed trainings in emotional intelligence, conflict resolution, and workplace stress management. The recent trainings were held in Turkey and Rwanda. We've also implemented flexible work arrangements for nursing mothers in line with existing from the Office of the Head of Service. Instructively, these are not privileges. They are standards of modern, responsible organization. So far, I can report that the results from these deliberate management actions are encouraging. Reported workplace conflicts have declined significantly. Annual leave utilization has improved, which tells us that staff feel secure enough to rest without fear of penalty. Importantly, our accident investigations now assess social contributors, giving us deeper insight into prevention. This progress is due to energy on the ground and I thank you. However, required of us. This year, we will deploy an annual staff feedback platform so that every officer, regardless of rank, can speak freely. The wellness desk will be expanded for all our area offices. Psychosocial risk assessment will become a standard of our agency audits. I expect every general manager to drive this into a department on them promptly. Therefore, the general managers unit here present, your role is the voter. Take the tone in your departments and units. Listen to your staff. Intervene early. Staff, your well-being is not secondary to this authority's mission. It is central to it. A positive psychosocial environment from management. It is a condition for our collective success. On this note, I congratulate all of us for commemorating this year's World Health Day and wish you all a happy celebration. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for our MD. Thank you very much, sir. Very apt at this time, and you believe he has given an executive order to all our MDs, to all our GM to do the needful. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, a round of applause to MD. Thank you very much.
It was staying there, so I don't know why. Is it okay?
Without wasting time,
It needs to be there.
I want to use this opportunity to let us know that we have stakeholders that are here to be part of this world day
That time we
of
wanted to take
safety.
picture, they shifted it.
And of course,
That time we wanted to take picture.
most of these our stakeholders will be here to give us the goodwill, their goodwill message. And calling them, I believe we also want to recognize some of them that are present right here today. We have representing NASRI, the representative of NASRI that is right here. We also have the state coordinator of NIWA here. We also have with us here representing the commandant NLS Lugard is right here. Please a round of applause for them talking about Ashoda. We also have right with us right here the representative of the state commandant NSSCDC talking about the Nigerian civil defense. We also have with us right here representative of EcoSafe, I believe, a part of those that are going to give us the lecture today. Without wasting time, we want to call for the goodwill message. And ladies and gentlemen, we now invite Navy Lieutenant G.A. for his goodwill message. A round of applause as I invite Navy Lieutenant G.A. Ravi for his goodwill message. Thank you very much.
The head Inland Waterways Authority, General Managers here present, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, sir. I'm Navy Lieutenant G. Raji. On behalf, I'm representing the Commander NNS Brigade Commodore A. Ojo. It is a great honor to be here today as a representative of the command. NIWA mark World Day for Safety and Health at Work. The commander is commending the National Inland Waterways Authority for bringing the stakeholders together around this important thing, that is ensuring a healthy psychological working environment. Over the years, when people talk about safety, they think only about PPE such as life jackets, helmets, boots, etc. Yes, these PPE are important, especially in water environments in which Nigerian Navy play an important role. But today, the team reminds us that safety is also about human mind, just as the way the MD stated earlier. It is about stress, pressure, as well as leadership, including communication. In the course of doing this, are workers free to speak? Are they respected? Are they supported? And are they protected in the course of carrying out their constitutional responsibility? They are not bullied or ignored or poorly managed. All these things has been ending. all those are central to carrying out what is expected of us as a key stakeholder. So on behalf of the commander, I therefore commend the NIWA for bringing this important team and to reawaken each and every one of us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Still on the goodwill message, I want to call on the stakeholder and talk about no other person than Dr. Umeza Michael. A round of applause for Dr. Umeza Michael, State Coordinator and Hypernet for his goodwill message. Thank you very much.
Good morning, MD NIWA.
And also, when we are reading,
Good morning to all the general managers here present. Every other participant, I say good morning to you all. It's a privilege for me to be here today. I count this a great one. My name is Michael Omeza Ajay, the State Coordinator and Hypernet Police State. As the theme of today's World Safety Day, as we celebrate World Safety Day today in NIWA, the MD has rightly reiterated some of the steps that the organizations have taken to make sure this place of NIWA as a whole becomes a whole place for, or a place that people can make reference to as a world place for good workplace. Same also, we are taking this from here as a lesson to our other organizations to say, oh, there are things that we see here that are good that we want to also emulate. There are also things that we do in our organization that have also promoted health and safety. We have on the front. We are on the front talking to most waterways users on safety on waterways. We have partnered with Maritime Union on several occasions, donated life jackets to them. We have engaged in tree cutting along the waterways just for safety of people who use the water regularly. I would like us to take this as part of a lesson from here ongoing, that safety is something that we can never run out of talking about at all times. It should be part of us whenever we find ourselves in the environment, we show up. Even in our homes, if I ask some of us here, how many of us have fire extinguishers in our house? In our houses, you'll be shocked that the law will be much. But let us encourage each and every household to have fire extinguishers in their houses. It's very important. Yes, workplace, we do our best to see that everywhere is good. We have fire extinguishers, we know our muster points and everything, when there's a need for any emergency. But let us also take it this home. As we leave this place, let's take this home and also make our household a safe haven for each and every one of us. Thank you, Elisa, for some of the points you have reiterated. I congratulate NIWA for this. And also, he talked about regular training. Those trainings brings back some of these things back to us. Once you are learning, this makes us our workplace a good place to be. Thank you so much for this team. Thank you for organizing this conference this year. And it's prayers that as we all live here, we live here with some of at least a new lesson to be learned, to take back to our workplaces and homes. God bless you.
Moving straight again, we write for a goodwill message, the representative of Ministry of Transport, Police, representing the Commissioner for Police State, we invite you for Thank you very much. Round of applause as it comes forward. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
One card. Do you have card? Sorry. Do you have card?
We keep wishing you happy
Lastly, we invite Julius Aya, Chief Engineer Nursery, for the global message. A round of applause as we invite Engineer Julius. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, all. The afternoon managing director on NIWA, all of the protocol junior representing the state coordinator, who is on official assignment on behalf of the state coordinator, the DG CEO NESRA. We want to say thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to be here to mark this day, safety and health at workplace for this year 2026. At NESRA, our vision is to ensure a cleaner and healthier environment. We visit facilities and we regulate facilities on environment issues. And not only talking about what the MD has clearly stated, we talked about the fire extinguisher, safety jackets, the monster point, and some other safety facilities that are needed in workplaces. We should also be concerned about the social, mental aspects of our officers who work in at various places. He has also talked about the dwelling environment which their workers are writing, which other agencies or sister agencies present here should also emanate to find a conducive environment for their workers so that they will be able to work in an enabling environment. When we talk about safety, we are not talking about the absence of accidents alone. We are talking about the presence of working in a conducive environment. And this year, we are happy to be part of this invitation. We are happy to be part of this work day, the safety and health work day. We are happy to be part of you. We want to really thank you all that and really appreciate us inviting us. We really thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, actually I said that will be the last, but quickly we would like to invite the representative of NSCDC for a brief Google message, very brief. And thereafter we'll call for group photograph if you see the program right in front of you. Then after this Google message, we'll call for the group photograph. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. The acting MD, NIWA. Greetings from my colleague Commandant Alaito, who tried, but over the few weeks, the month has undergone some reconstruction work at command, and the unveiling is today. That is why he wrote it. But he sent me to tell you first that to tell you a congregation make it possible for us to see 2026 60-day celebration. And also, he instructed me to say something very brief. Safety is not all about NIWA, it's not all about one person. It's something that goes across all of us. In our place, there is something we believe and say. You say something. For us at NIWA, if the environment is not conducive, you cannot work. You cannot carry out your assignment effectively. That is why the work of safety is for you, is for I, is for everybody. As we live here today, don't forget something, that safety is about you, it's about me. Thank you, and God bless you.
And I will draw it together with my own AKA Oshobi. Oshobi not be one man load. Safety is Oshobi. Carry it together. Please a round of applause for ourselves, please. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you know we have a very big fish with us right here today. And of course, we cannot allow this occasion to just pass by without inviting our indefatigable, irrepressible, dynamic, unshakable MP to come and have a brief photograph with some of our invited guests right here. And I know you will stay with us. I know you will stay with us and listen to the lecture. Please a round of applause for our MP. I will invite members of the item to come for a photograph. And I believe after the photograph, please sit down to let know what we have to do concerning of safety as we celebrate today. Thank you very much. Please a round of applause for our MP. Thank you very much. A round of applause for our MP. All right. We've got to the high point of today's event and talking about what we are going to take home from here today. And of course, we are gathered here today as a result of the World Day for Safety and Health at Work. Heard from the good message from stakeholders here that safety is for all of us. And so, being here today, you need to take something home. And at this moment, we want to call on the lecturer for lecture 1. And of course, you know our head is here. We want you to go straight. I invite now the lecturer to talk on the lecture 1 lecturer to talk on managing stress in the workplace by Eco Safe Consult Nigeria Limited. A round of applause for EcoSafe Consult Nigeria Limited as they come from the lecture. A round of applause for them, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good morning, the MP, the Vice Chair, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today to give you a presentation on managing stress in workplace. Managing stress in workplace. My name is Mr. Hussein Sadiq, representing Dr. Ibrahim Ahmed Abdulatif, the director, who has other engagement today and cannot be here. This is about EcoSafe. We will take our time, we will waste much of our time here. That is this short statement and EcoSafe consult, which we will not waste our time talking about. Now, the stress management, we start by introducing what stress is all about. In every organization, the most silent killer is stress. The way people manage stress differ within individuals. How many times have we heard of people just slump and die just when they return from work? An active person, you just pray together, and all of a sudden you heard that the person has slumped and died. That is what stress. After this presentation, you shall know different types of stress. Do you have positive stress, negative stress? How can they be managed? And what is the best method of controlling them? Now let's look at that. According to International Organization, Labor Organization, about 840,000 died out of stress. In Nigeria alone, stress widespread, affecting about 50% of workers. That is to say, for every 2 workers, 1 is always stressed. 50% of workers have been affected by stress. This condition reduces productivity, increases absenteeism. Consequently, stress management through risk management, supporting policies, mental health initiative has become very essential to promoting healthier, more resilient, and productive workplace. Global Maritime Safety Statistics by International Labour Organization. Maritime safety is heavily influenced by human factors, which remain the leading cause of accidents at sea. Studies have shown that 80 to 50% of incidents are linked to human error, highlighting the critical role of crew performance in ensuring safe operation. Factors such as fatigue, stress, poor communication significantly contribute to this error, often impairing judgment, reaction time, and decision-making abilities. The maritime work, which operates continuously on 24 hours basis, further increase exposure to fatigue and mental strain among seafarers. Long working hours, irregular sleep patterns, and demanding environment conditions compound these challenges. As a result, addressing human factors through effective stress management, adequate and improved communication is essential for enhancing safety, reducing and promoting overall well-being in the maritime industry. Now, the presentation goes as follows. Introduction, basic maritime stress definition, major cause of stress, kind of stress, symptom of stress, stress-related illness, coping with stress control, and maintenance of stress management. Let's look at that. Fatigue is on maritime safety and significantly contribute to accident fatigue. Approximately 35% of marine mortality are linked to fatigue, while 30% of human error incidents are directly linked to fatigue related. The demanding nature of maritime work will lead to long hours, inadequate rest, with nearly 50% of seafarers working over 85 hours per week. As a result, 1 in 4 seafarers reportedly falling asleep while on duty, posing serious safety risk. Addressing fatigue through proper work rest schedule and effective fatigue management is essential to improving safety and operational performance. Mental health of workers. The mental health of maritime workers is growing concern in the maritime industry. Studies indicate that over 50%, over 40% of settlers experience symptoms of depression, while 30% suffer from anxiety. Additionally, at least 25% report chronic fatigue, often linked to demanding work schedules and prolonged isolation as poor sleep quality. Marine workers, reducing alertness and overall well-being. This challenge highlights the need for effective mental health support, improve working conditions, and stress management strategies to enhance both safety and quality life on board vessels. What is stress? Without going through all the definitions, let's look at that. If you use it as an acronym, it is a senseless thought, repeated endlessly surrounding oneself. Can we take that again? It's a senseless thought, repeated endlessly surrounding oneself. That is to say, stress typically describes a negative condition that can have an impact on human mental health, physical well-being. Stress, as we can say that for somebody that is going to work, you can just encounter an accident on the way to work. Because of the nature of accident, you will be affected. And it has to do, it will stop your activities on that work day. Stress is the body, natural, physical, and emotional reaction to changes, challenge, and perceived threat, triggering a fight or response. What are stressors? We have the external stressors, we have the internal stressors. Death is an external stressor. If you've lost your loved ones, I don't think you can ever be productive at work. Injuries, it could be internal injuries or external injuries. Illness, relationship, even just break up in a relationship has a way of affecting your productive work day. Being a victim of crime. If you are a victim of crime, or you have a loved one that's a victim of crime, you will be affected. Retirement, even retirement is when you prepare well, at your retirement age, you become too idle. A lot of things will be coming up. If you don't engage in exercise, so many things will be coming up. It can be linked to stress. Internal expectation. The way your expectation, if you have high expectation, if that expectation is not met, you will be affected. The demand, misperception, assumption, fear, anger, those are grouped as stressors. Now let's look at the causes of stress. Severe workload. If you work for long hours, you will be stressed without pay. If you have or receive unfairness, it can cause stress. Lack of acknowledgement or reward. No matter how you work, your boss does not acknowledge it, you will be stressed. Little or no control over work activities, it can also cause stress. Lack of job security, you are always threatened, you will be fired. You are privileged to be here. That is what is stressful. Office politics. This cannot be taken away from all our offices in Nigeria. Office politics is one of the major stressors that we all face in our respective organizations. Just know today that office politics is so part of what? The stressors. Now let's look at that. What are the kind of threats? We have the acute threats. The most common form is the short term and disappear quickly. It just comes. All of a sudden you don't know it has gone away. Often result from what? Immediate pressure like deadline or near miss car accident. Deadline, you are supposed to submit a report in the next an hour. You will be stressed. A lot of things will happen. We have seen a situation where somebody released a man under pressure. He come under pressure. That is what? Work pressure. That is an acute stress. And we have the episode of acute stress. We have the chronic stress. This is the most harmful type, persisting over a long period, week, month, year, due to ongoing seemingly unsolvable problems like poverty or happy marriage, can live in a very can be passing through a lot of things. Why the subordinate or even the boss does not know what is going on. Traumatic stress results from what? Person or expressing a dangerous or life-threatening event. Next, like I said at the starting point, going to work, just encounter an accident, a very serious accident. You have never seen somebody's call. Now you have seen it is out. It is affected. That is what the kind of stress. Now let's. You have a positive stress or negative stress? Yes. What are the positive stress? You just got an appointment. You will be excited, or you can become a stress. You just promoted, just got promotion, you will be excited, but it comes with stress. You just want a little, you will be excited, you'll be excited, but it is stress, not a negative one, but a positive. How about this stress? This is what we refer as what the negative stress. See what to cope. Once you cannot cope with our activity or what is ongoing, it becomes stress on you. High demand from work, living or family loss, getting a divorce, ending a relationship, financial problem, loss of job, chronic illness, traumatic event, overwhelming work abuse, coping with addiction, mental health issues, natural disaster, moving and so on. Those are what the distress. Now, how do stress work? We have of workplace stress. One, we have demand control. What is demand control? You have too much work activities, but you don't have control over it. You just have to deliver. The boss said in the next 6 hours and not this work done. Before 10 a.m., you need to submit a report of about 50,000 pages. This demand is too high. But can you say no? You can't. That is what we call demand control model. In this case, you have no control over the stress. We said it is too much work, plus no control. What comes after it? High stress, distress. Some of this person can be suffer from what? Slump, and the person can have a negative stress. Now, effort reward imbalance. In this case, you have a whole lot of work you are doing, but the reward that comes after it is so minimal. It's not equal to what you are doing. A typical example of it, imagine working as a manual labor in a construction site, and you are paid just 3,000 naira daily. While the engineers are there, all he do is just to come and tell you the measurement, how you are supposed to fill these pillars, how you are supposed to fill this beam. But at the end of the day, he goes with a lot of money. But the laborer that is carrying the whole lot of concrete, you cannot pay much. That is what effort rewarding imbalance will. Because what you are doing, it becomes so much stress on you. Now, physical stress, workplace manifests through the following: physical, mental, emotional, behavioral symptoms. Let's look at the physical symptom. Physical stress is how the body reacts when exposed to prolonged pressure, danger, fatigue, or demanding work conditions. In the maritime sector, especially in Nigeria, where workers face on wage, high, irregular sleep, and tax, this symptom can significantly affect safety and performance. Physical stress symptoms have the fainting, sweating and trembling, breathlessness, palpitation, changing in sleep patterns, fatigue, digestion change, headache, consistent headache, and indigestion. All this, when you experience all of this, you know that what we are experiencing, what we call physical stress. The mental symptom. Look at the mental symptom. You'll be having poor communication and reduced attention, memory problems, poor decision making, anxiety setting always, mood swing. The person is happy now. At the end of the day, again, in just a few minutes, he's unhappy. That is mental symptom. Lack of motivation. No matter how you try to motivate such person, he can never be motivated. That person is simply undergoing the symptom of what? Mental stress. We have the behavioral stress symptom as well. You have substance use and abuse. This person become addicted. To him, until he takes Tramadol, he can never work perfectly. To him, until he takes codeine, he cannot sleep. This has become a behavioral symptom. Because without him doing it, he cannot do or he cannot perform to optimally. Risk-taking behavior, depression, impatience, tearfulness, deterioration of personal hygiene and appearance. The person looks tattered, so he doesn't. When he's not well kept, whenever you see him, such person is suffering from one behavioral stress symptom. We have the emotional one, where the anger, he gets angry easily. Persistent anxiety and fear, sadness and low mood, depression, mood swing again, frustration, self-doubt, he doesn't believe in himself again, and low self-esteem, lack of motivation. He will be suffering such that is what emotional stress symptom. Now, stress-related illness. What are the stress-related illness? Like I said before, when a retiree now can suffer from any of this because he is now idle, doing nothing. What cardiovascular diseases can set in?
immune system diseases, asthma, diabetes is very common. In most of our elders, you see that they are suffering from what? Diabetes, digestive disorder, ulcer, skin complaint, premenstrual syndrome, headache, and migraine. How do you cope with this stress? What you need to do? Know how to manage your time. Time management is very key. Make lists. What must be done? What should be done? What will you like to do? If you can follow this, you can answer this question. What must be done? Must I go out? Must I do this? Then, what should be done? Is it important? What would you like to do? What do you like to do? Once you can answer this question, you can manage your time effectively. Cut out time wasting. You don't waste time for nonsense things. Learn to drop unimportant activity. Say no or delegate. That your boss, you must not be working. Oh, that is why we have a hierarchy. Some of the work you have to dedicate somebody to do it for you while you oversee. Plan your day. You have to-do lists. When you come to the office, do your to-do list. First, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that. By the time you follow your to-do list, you'll be relieving yourself of stress. Set achievable goals. Not every goals are achievable. There are some that they are never. Don't waste time making excuses for not doing something. You have missed it, you have missed it. Plan on how to get it right. Relaxation, find time to relax. Take your time to relax. Breathing, progressive meditation, and floating or magic. Cognitive thought, pay attention to what you say to yourself. Are you criticizing yourself much? Are you putting yourself under pressure? It's one of those things that puts you under unnecessary stress. Identify negative thinking and irrational belief. Negative thinking leads to stress and anxiety. Teach thoughts stopping techniques. Focus on positive of the future that you can still impact. Speak up. When you have any problem, tell your friend. Ask for help where necessary. Now, focus on the present. What you are doing now, forget about the past. Focus on the present. Light up and focus on the present, Maintain humor, adaptability, and standard. Now, the strategy for managing stress is physical wellness, engage in what? Physical activity, exercise, take a walk in a day, do press up, do some exercise, socialize, surround yourself with compete, flexible, fun individual while staying away from negative people. Building strong support system of friend, family, and co-workers is essential. Personal boundary, learn to say no occasionally to prevent what? Over commitment. Additionally, learn to handle criticism. It is can prevent unnecessary emotional strain. Scheduling, creating a schedule or to-do list help. We have said that before. Now the ABC strategy is control. Be aware, awareness, identify what causes your stress and how you typically react to it. What are those things that causes stress? How do you react to it? We have some people every weekend they are stressed from football match. So you need to train your mind. Whenever Arsenal lose, whenever Chelsea lose, know that it's none of your business. They are doing their work there. You are doing their work, your work here. Your own is to just watch them for fun, and that is why it ends. That is awareness. Balance, recognize the fine line between positive and negative stress. Understand how much you can cope with it before it becomes overwhelming. Control, determine specific action you can take to combat the negative effect of stress. What are the benefits? Physical health. When you control your stress, you have good health. Leads to what? Increased energy level and improved stamina. Emotional stability. Promote a more positive attitude and generally happier, more hopeful outlook. Cognitive function. You improve the ability to focus, learn, and achieve personal or professional goals. Thank you very much for listening. I'll try to manage my time as much as possible. Thank
you. You did well. You really managed the time, and I believe this time in our country, this lecture come at a very, very good time. And I know the lecturer has done just to it. Thank you very much. A round of applause for him again. Thank you very, very much. I took two things from there, and I will use one as a prayer for all of us. May God continue to bless us with positive stress, inshallah, in Jesus' name. I mean, you know, like that. Positive stress, they give you promotion. Positive stress. If you like, let that stress worry you. But I like that. And your son is giving scholarship. Positive stress. Manage it. And of course, Oga, I don't know why you are bringing Chelsea and Arsenal into you hate this one very well. I don't like that. Okay. Without wasting time, we'll go straight to the other lecture. And we are calling on one of our own right here to do justice to that. Let's do that. The topic of this lecture is Beyond Life Jacket. Psychosocial risk training in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's invite Engineer Ifred Echo, the NIWA Safety Officer, for the lecture. Thank you. A round of applause for him, please. Very much. The brief, sir. No, very brief. The Managing Director of National Inland Waterways. Please permit me to stand on the safety protocol. This is where the real problems begin. If the boat operator is wearing his life jacket, his vessel is in good condition, and he follows all the navigational rules, why do accidents then occur on inland waterways? Please, I need an answer. One or two people, please. Why do accidents occur on our inland waterways when a boat operator will comply with all the safety rules, his vessel is in good condition, and also he is putting on his life jacket? Can anybody? Please let me mic. Thank you. All right, moving forward. Today, I will show you the danger that we all see and some of things with safety in Nigeria. You know, waterways are interconnected body of water. These waters are rivers, creeks, lakes, and lagoons. In Nigeria, the main rivers are River Niger and Benue. Both rivers form a complex in Lokoja in Kogi State. You know, waterways transportation of people, goods, and services along inland waterways. Inland waterways are globally recognized as a cheaper, more efficient, and environmental friendly mode of transportation compared to road and air transport. The problem, despite its importance, the sector continues to face persistent challenges over the years. NIWA has witnessed recurring boat mishaps, many of which have resulted in tragic loss of lives and properties. NIWA efforts. NIWA has made some concerted effort. In response to this significant effort has been made to improve safety through the enforcement of regulations, promotion of life jacket usage, vessel inspection, stakeholders engagement, etc. While these efforts are commendable, they largely focus on visible and physical aspects of safety. Life lost on Nigerian inland waterways. A research was carried out in Akwa Ibom State, Anambra, Kogi, and Lagos State, and it was found out that between the year 2012 and 2024, there have been lots of incidents which has led to a lot of fatalities, which we have 651 lives gone, 140 people missing, and 1,086 people survived both mishap on inland waterways. Now, the highest rate of fatalities is Kogi State, and Kogi State is found in the Northern Center. And this Northern Center has the highest rate of boat accidents as we speak today. Causes of boat accidents on Nigerian inland waterways. We have various causes of boat accidents, ranging from moving obstruction on waterways, the use of alcohol, collision, early morning and night travel, engine failure, and so on. But as you can see, we have the highest, which is overloading. So overloading is a common factor that causes boat mishap in Nigeria. Interestingly, it's been tied to what? Human factor. Beyond other failures, the human factors dominate.
Research on inland waterways confirmed that human behavior is the primary driver of accidents. Table 1 shows the type of human factors such as overloading, overspeeding, piracy, inexperienced boat operator, night/early morning travel, tiredness, the use of alcohol and drugs, the use of life jackets, communication breakdown, collision. This brings us to a critical but often overlooked dimension of safety known as the hidden psychosocial risks, which is threatening our inner waterways safety in Nigeria. What psychosocial? Psychosocial comes from two words, the psycho and social. The psycho simply means it's being tied to stress, emotion, attitude, mental health. The social has to do with environment. This environment has to do with colleague, management, workload. It means the interaction between a person's psychological states, which has to do with the mind, emotion, thought, and their social environment. And their social environment, which is the workplace, relationship, culture, and society. Risks. Risk is the chance of something might go wrong and the impact and if it does, which has to do with the likelihood and the consequences. If it happens, what is the impact? Is it going to be high or low? The hidden psychosocial risks. Psychosocial risks are the hidden factors within the work environment that affect how individuals think, feel, and act. These include stress. Stress is a major factor of the hidden psychosocial risks. Many of our boat operators overcome stress just to make ends meet for their living, which has to do as a result of financial pressure, low income and daily targets, family responsibility, and job insecurity. Most of these boat operators have family issues and they need more money, which make them to undergo stress and leads to poor decisions which they made on the waterways. The second one is fatigue. Fatigue has to do with long inadequate rest and sleep and continuous sleep without break. So most boat operators go continuous trip more than 12 hours just to ensure good money for themselves, but that and lead to boat mishap, which causes low reaction time and error. The third one is time pressure, rushing to meet schedule, competition with other operators, and pressure from impatient passengers. That could also lead to speeding and unsafe navigation. The fourth one is hostility. More friendly, the way one speaks or acts to you, which could be aggressive, and that has to do with verbal abuse from passengers, conflict during boarding, and pressure to overloading or speed, which causes emotional instability and distraction. Burnout. This has to do with mental exhaustion, which result in carelessness and reduced alertness. The sixth is economic pressure. Just to make money for yourself, you have to take risks, which is very bad. So that leads to pressure to maximize daily earning, overloading passengers, ignoring safety rules to make more trips, which is taking behavior. The seventh one, which is the last one, is the poor risk perception. This has to do with undermining danger on waterways, overconfidence due to experience. So these are the 7 hidden psychosocial risks that the boat operator need to take into cognizance and see how they can keep themselves alive for their family. Interestingly, stress is very bad and we should take into account of it because a stressed boat operator is a dangerous operator. Case scenario 1. You can see the boat operator just left the terminal. This picture is from Oron. Oron is in Akwa they left the Orange Jetty to Calabar, which is about 45 minutes drive. So just imagine the boat operator standing like this, navigating through the waterway for 45 minutes, and also comes back to Oro in the next 45 minutes. That is a lot for him. He will undergo some stress, and from there, his alertness will be slow. Decision making will also be slow, and mishap might come into place. Case scenario 2. Imagine a boat operator who has worn his life jacket, complied with regulations, and understand navigational rules, but his mind was exhausted after 12 hours of continuous trip. What do you think might happen to him? Anyone, please? What do you think might happen? Stress will set in. Wrong decision? Thank you. Case scenario 3. A boat operator ignored weather warning, which has to do with the environment, overloaded passengers, and speed across the river. It wasn't ignorance. It was pressure, it was fatigue, and fear of losing income. Lesson: psychosocial pressure drive unsafe decision. Case scenario 4. This is a reality of Nigerian inland waterways. We have seen such like this. Boat operators load their boats just to make money, but ignore safety measures and procedures, which is very bad. I want to believe at the end of this lecture, we should all take safety as #1 priority. Why psychosocial risk matters in inland waterways transportation? It matters because accidents do occur, and these accidents happen in a second. So decisions on inland waterways are made in seconds. Human error is equal to major causes of accident. The third one is the mental state, which affects your judgment. Take this decisive decision on the waterway, and also it affects your reaction time. That's the time taken for stimulus in noticing something on the waterway in order for you to abort it. The last one is risk perception. It has to do with the way you understand risk in order to be safe on the inland waterways. Enforcement challenges. NIWA officers also encounter enforcement challenges and the river marshals, which also puts stress to them mentally and the way they behave. So there is this stress from both operators whenever the river marshals, NIWA officials come to them that they should do what is in line with the rules of safety. They will not do so, they will resist. And that also puts a stress to them. Lack of cooperation by both operators seen as a punishment. By the time they tell them to do the right thing, don't overload, put on your life jacket, they see it as punishment, and also the officers burn out. They will be exhausted in doing that work. So it's good that we know that safety is everyone's responsibility. The safety gap. We focus on life jackets, vessel inspection, regulation, but we ignore worker mental state, which is key. So we believe this lecture will make us understand that the worker's mental state is key, and the way we do take care of our physical health, we should take care of our mental health, which is very, very important. Solution 1, NIWA level. NIWA should integrate psychosocial risks into policy. NIWA should develop a psychosocial risk checklist for waterways operation. NIWA should engage with stakeholders continuously. 2, operators level. The operators should embrace self-regulations. They should encourage safety practice among themselves. They shouldn't wait for NIWA officials, the river marshals, to tell them what to do. boat operators should avoid overloading and enforce rest period among themselves. Use the psychosocial risk checklist daily before and during operation. 3. Training level, mental health awareness, psychosocial checklist. 4. Building a safety culture, which is key. This is where everyone talks about safety and ensure that safety goes well down for everybody. Conclusion: we cannot achieve true safety if we ignore the human element. Life jackets save lives, but sound mind prevent accidents. The future of inland waterway safety in Nigeria depends on how well we manage the hidden psychosocial risks. As we all live here today, I want to encourage us to ensure that we take safety first as our priority. Safety is everyone's responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There'll be question. Thank you very much. I know you have the program with you there and you've seen it already. That item 7 is contribution questions from participants. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for questions. I will be taking it 2 from this row, 2 from this row, and 2 from this row. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have maybe you will tell us the question and the lecturer. Is it lecturer 1 or for lecturer 2?
Good afternoon, everyone. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Hamza. I am from NIWA. So my question goes to the second presenter. I have, well, it's not just a question, but an observation. The very good presentation you did there, thank you very much. But I observed 1 or 2 things I just wanted to highlight. The first one is the study area, or let me say the data used. You didn't cover the whole geopolitical zone. I feel you should have covered the 6 geopolitical zones we have in Nigeria. Only gave us Lagos, Kogi, and all that. You get. So I think next should just give us a data of the 6 geopolitical zones so that we can have a clear view of what we are looking at. The second I observed, what are the measures taken to enforce those challenges or for such people that are default of not using life jacket or the measures or challenges we look at. And the last question is, I think you should also think of a collaboration, maybe an enforcement or a penalty for those that are defaults, that all the defaulters that don't want to use those men. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Captain Ismail Mayaki. My question to you is, food is risk, is high risk to human being, and what are the structure, or what is your tips on how to manage all those things, sir?
I think we should just start before we go to the next line.
All right. Thank you. From the first person, you said what are the measures of penalty for those defaulters? Thank you very much. Presently, we have the Waterways Transportation Code. This code guides the boat operators, the vessels, and the river waterways users on how to navigate through the waterways. And these penalties are in the NIWA Transportation Code. Please help us with your name, number, and phone number. We will send you across the NIWA Transportation Code 2024. I think this is the second person. And in human I never said wooden boat. Wooden boats. Yes. But the human factor, the leading cause of boat mishap is as a result of which is tied to overloading. That is the major causes. Now, if I should answer that your question, we have more of incidents of wooden boats, simply because we have lots of wooden boats in Nigeria. If you go to the variety of places, we can afford, and it's cheaper, and they are good at that. Thank you.
You talked about data. That you didn't talk about it.
Yes, thank you very much for that. It's a research done by me, and also I've read why and found that accident is within the northern central. That's how well I never put an incident. But thank you. I'll also work on that. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes, yes. Thank you very much. Yes, yes. So, yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mohammed Yusuf. I work with Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIWA. And my question goes to the first lecturer, please. Yeah, you said a lot on the stress, and you made us understand that we have two types of stress. That is, we can be stressed positively and can as well also be stressed negatively. And you went further to give us the way we can manage these two stress. You give us an insight in the situation whereby someone going to the office and make an accident on the road because of the nature of that machine, you get stressed up as a result of that. And also stress up that some people might got and maybe like a promotion in workplace. Because of that, you can be stressed on that issue too. Then the people who normally watch football, they can be stressed on that. And you're giving us how we can manage all this stress. So we've understood how we can manage some of those stress, but there are some issues here that I want to be clarified. How can we manage a situation whereby somebody is being promoted and you are excited over it and you'll be stressed in the same scenario? That is one. Then two, somebody who makes an accident on the road, this is natural phenomenon that just occurred. We are just on the one and we are going and make this thing happen because it is stopping issue in you. So I want to know, as a professional in this field, how do you advise people once you make something like this? How do you manage our system that won't be stressed enough? Thank you.
Thank you very much. From the question you asked, managing positive stress. Whatever is positive does not have effects. Questions a lot. What is stress? For example, now, you just got appointment as NIWA boss. It's exciting. But do you think you're able to rest at home? Everybody will come to appreciate, to come and send you congratulating message. Some of you congratulating message become stress on you. So you now derive a method to manage it. Time management. Prioritize who to attend and as well. You give them 2 hours, okay. 2 hours, thank you, this is your congratulatory message and go. It is positive. It doesn't so much have effect. The only way we have effect is when it becomes negative stress. But we say it's stress because even the congratulation they are receiving, even if you just do small occasion in your house, after you don't even have time to respond to all the WhatsApp message. Until after a while, before you start responding to them. That is that about positive stress. I don't know if that answered your question. I think it is clear. If that is clear, let's move to the second question. The second question is you encountering an accident. Let me tell you, you need to understand your system. I personally, I cannot face through. When I see that critical, deadly accident, I don't go there to sleep. I just take a back seat. That is major control. It's not everybody that can manage that. If you know that you cannot manage that, understand your system. There are some people that just there looking at their body, they cannot sleep at all. I can do that. But I cannot see somebody's skull outside. I won't be able to look at it. I can collapse. So I technically take the back seat. The most important thing in this scenario is to understand yourself
know what you can face and know what you cannot face. I don't know if that answers your question. Thank you very much.
Okay, good. My picture is in those days, we do have NIWA plant the sign at the river for easy navigation. The sign whereby the boat operators will use the sign to navigate properly. So these days, we are not seeing anyone in the river. And equally, we do have our
He's asking you, sir.
This, what's the authority?
He's asking you.
Objective of the laws that cause both mistakes on the river. Both mistakes. The laws. Thank you. Please take it again. That last question. What? The laws. What the laws? Yes. Yes. The first question is the sign. Yes. Those sign placed on the river. Yes. It's not found again.
Yes.
What's happening?
Thank you very much. I would say that there are sign, and this sign is called the voice. The voice also guide you on how you can sail within the waterways. But each time we'll mount our voice within 2-3 months or so, we won't see it again. They will steal it. 3 meters in the waterways, which is so bad. But I want to assure you that after these lectures, we will also look into it on how we can improvise more boys within the waterways, and we'll give strict monitoring to ensure that those boys are in place. Thank you very much. And you said what? Okay, the law, the law comes with water. As the water flows, the current it carries it. But please do us a favor. Anytime you identify a law on the waterways, it could be a tree, it could be a wreck. Please notify NIWA officials. We will come there and ensure that they are out. That is the only way we can ensure a safe and navigational waterways in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
This is just like a contribution to what the other person has said or asked before. When the lecturer was talking about mission and police central happened to get the highest number. The coordinator hyperdeck, I want you to listen, sir. Hyperdeck coordinator. I understand that you have supplied a lot of safety jackets, but around the water week, we mostly see some people with the wooden, sorry was talking about the wooden canoe, that why you mentioned them. But I want to ask, do they even have a proper training before you allow somebody to go and use the canoe? Then do they have time limit at which you can see? Because I've experienced that I went to with a friend one day, just after 1 hour I was tired. So I just said, please go and let me jump out of the canoe. Do you people have proper training to train people before using the canoe? Why is it that you don't use your safety jacket despite being supplied by Hyperdeck? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning once again.
Hyperdeck and NIWA, sorry for the correct. Hyperdeck and NIWA, they supply safety jacket.
Thank you. Thank you once again. I would like to reiterate here that for us in Hyperdeck is a developmental body. We are not into safety. We only assist those using the waterways. We have provided boats for logistics here through the Ministry of Transport to ease water transportation. And those boats also came with life jackets. So if people we don't have the money, we only assist and develop. So we will do our own bits and we expect the other bodies, the maritime police, NIWA, to enforce the usage of this life jacket. That is all for us for iPad. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you notice, NIWA has been issuing out life jackets from time to time to ensure that people are safe in the course of boat mishap. But sometimes these operators they don't give out a life jacket, they'll put it at home. And some, they will even sell it, which is very bad. But NIWA has embarked on aggressive sensitization campaign. That is what we do every quarter to educate the people the reason why they must use life jackets. And if you can recall on my lecture, is human factor. So we have to educate them, tell them the needs and why they must put on their life jacket to be safe for the family. So we will keep on doing that. Sensitization campaign is still going on, and we'll be doing that and ensure both operators, the passengers and users of inland waterways are safe. And at the end of this lecture, we will also introduce psychosocial risk policy into our NIWA policy, and that will help in terms of their mental well-being in order to perform very well, such that the safety outcome will be excellent. And where their mental well-being are being not in the right condition, it will affect their performance. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Round of applause for ourselves, please. Thank you. Yes, accidents don't just happen, they are caused, either by mechanical, environment, and of course, human. And of course, if we observe strict safety rules on our highways, waterways, we'll be free from accident and of course, stress. Accident happen, then you look at it, the score out, gives you stress. Why not do something that will not bring that accident so that you will not see somebody score out? First of all, as human beings, you know what is right, do it, observe the rules, observe every safety rules that concern any movement, either on the highway or on our waterways. Thank you very much. Yes, I know time is fast spent, and from what I can see, item 7 is now going round, which I know is very important in a talk like this. We are talking about safety first. And when we talk about safety, our stomach must be very something so that we can move forward. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all, especially our lecturers for that in-depth lecture. And I believe that next year, the organizers talking about this unit of NIWA will do everything possible for us to bring you again. Because especially the meeting that has to do with senior staff, believing that by the time we need to get enough salary, this stress will grow, and when more we need to grow, this stress will definitely increase. DJ, MC, please. These are some people.
I don't think I'm wrong. Don't worry, I can come.
Please don't go. Take a break and please stay for a moment. We are coming back to you. Thank you very much. May I call on Mr. Oko? Mr. Oko, sir. DJ, as you go ahead. DJ, as you go ahead. Go ahead.
Get ready for huge rates of your company. Teachers, anything.
please, I want to let Jackie, which is stay a little bit, because we still have the closing remark and the both of them, please, if you have your food, just stay a little bit. Thank you. While we do the both of them, and of course, the closing remark. Don't also forget we started with prayer, and so we are going to end after the prayer. It was a successful one, and of course, we give thanks for all.
You don't collect your food now. Huh? You don't collect your food.
No people matter. Where my no be that one.
I want
to stand on the existing protocol on behalf of the management of National Inland Waterways Authority. We want to use this opportunity to thank all that have found it worthy to attend this program. We know safety is very paramount, and that is why NIWA have deemed it fit to organize this program. And for this particular purpose, we believe it has impacted us, because we should consider safety to be part of our cardinal objectives in our workplaces. We want to thank the management as well for hosting this program, and we believe it will continue to hold henceforth. We wish those people that came, our stakeholders, safe journey as they will be departing back to their places of work. And for us, we also wish and hope that this program will be a turning point in our daily activities. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you very much. All right, for the closing prayer, we now call on DNC. Let's rise up for the closing prayer. DNC, closing prayer.
Sir, okay, I'm coming. Sir, one card, please. For somebody, one card, please. God bless you. In brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign God.
Thank you very much, please. May God bless you. I wish you a safe journey home. And remember, next year we'll be right here again to do it. Thank you very much for coming. God bless you.
Sir, you never get? I never get. How are you? I'm my good friend. Wait, let me do it. I don't think I give Look at it. Yes, sir. Hello. You know one lady, Anne.
That and in she did fair. She sat close to me. My foot is with her. You can. Okay, let me go and check. I know where you are. Oh, where? Let me go and check, sir. Sir, hey, see. Wow. Yeah, you know what? That is. I mean, you got to tell you again. Okay. Yeah, oh, I'm okay. I think that. I'm a chair. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Thank you.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's it.
Yes.
Thank you. He has created it first. Just I will still do for another one. Well, again. Apa na? Na tereka.
Okay.
Welcome. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, no politics. Thank you very much. You made the hand, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know how?
Yes, we saw.
Good. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yes.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Hello? No problem. Thanks.
Me na couple. It's okay, no problem.
The food will be my problem.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Una de get extra where na?
Thank you. We have come to the end of this program. Remain blessed and share the good news. Thank you. Brother, please be here. Just